welcome everyone to Carowinds 2026 opening day. This is going to be everything new that we have at Carowinds for the 2026 season, which although it isn't much, we are still getting a lot of new renovations. We are still having a fantastic park. We've actually had a lot of scenery growth that Carowinds has announced, and not only this, but they have announced officially that we are getting something in 2027. Originally, this was supposed to be in 2026, but it's seeing that it's going to be coming in 2027. Hopefully it does, but we're going to be showing you that site, and we're going to show you everything new that there is at Carowinds this year. Alright, so once you come in, you can see all these plots are now new scenery. You look back over here and you can kind of see that I first realized Vortex is much closer than normal. That is because the stage back, where you can normally not see anything from behind there, has been removed. So now you can clearly see. But luckily the sign is still here, but it feels much more barren. All of these lights, speakers, all that has been removed. So definitely now it's just these speakers, and those speakers now, lights is just limited, but there's not much shows because right now it's about to be the Festival of Music. You go over here though, and this is another big renovation we had. They are completely gutting their Emporium, changing it because it was really like 3 different spots. Now it's just gonna be one big spot, and they're still working on it, but I can't wait to see how it looks once it's completely done. So we are here at the Nighthawk plot of land. So things have changed from last year. So we have the Carowinds sign back, but it's been here for a while, and water is back. So it looks a lot more nicer compared to last year. But also, all these footers back here are still visible to the eye. You can still see everything past Nighthawk's plot of land. You can see, of course, you can see Kitty Hawk, but you can also see Carolina Gold Rusher, Flying Cobras. Vortex is just right there. Everything's really close. It still doesn't look the best. And I really hope that hopefully by 2029, but probably around 2030, we will be getting a tilt coaster here, because I think that will be the best thing to do with this plot of land. First ride of 2026, Thunder Striker 4th row. They're stacking a bit, so that's why you didn't get to see 3rd row, but first ride 2026. Inside Harmony Hall, let's look at the food options for 2026. So if you go over here towards the Italian, you have subs with potato chips, which honestly look pretty good, and you have pizza over there. Looks like it is just pepperoni or cheese with a breadstick. You have barbecue. You can get either those are chicken legs or those are turkey legs. I'm assuming they're chicken legs, and they have like mashed potatoes. I've seen over here they have more mashed potatoes. Over here they have desserts. They're having a lot of good desserts, and also I've seen that with the chicken tenders over here, not only is there salad, but you can also get now a new chicken sandwich that I'm not seeing, so it's kind of interesting. It looks kind of similar to a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. But yeah, those are the options you have this year for Harmony Hall in 2026. So, towards last year, once Camp Snoopy started getting their new renovation, there were a lot of, you may not know what these are, but there were a lot of these like signs, almost like they were giving out like kind of like magic bands, but like for Snoopy, just for Camp Snoopy. They had all these screens on, and now they like took them all off, and they never put them on sale or anything, and now we're stuck here. It was never announced, and now they're just being completely blocked. You can't even open them. So I wonder if this will ever happen, because it seemed like they poured a lot of money putting them there. There was a lot almost all around Camp Snoopy. They're all just shut off now. They still have those games on your phone, but I think they may have seen that this investment may just not be worth it. Well, eat your words. Coaster Dude here from editing. It actually turns out during a season pass preview, it was actually announced that these will be coming back later this summer, but first they will be coming to Knott's Berry Farm, and then they'll be coming to Carowinds. So hopefully this will happen later this summer. welcome everyone to Conjuring Beyond Fear. It's not Halloween time, but something a lot of Legacy Six Flags parks used to do is that during spring break, they would usually have their haunted attraction, their haunted mazes, open for a bit. And so this year, Carowinds is following that. From April 3rd to April 12th, you can get on Conjuring, just Conjuring though, and you'll be able to get on it. I'm assuming it's probably going to be the extra $15 charge that they always do. But yeah, you can get on Conjuring. We're not going to be able to because I have 2 trips back to back, so I'm not going to be able to go. And my spring break is actually right now about to finish. So, but for those who want a scare before Carowinds happen, you can still get on Conjuring. So I and my whole family have Prestige Pass, which that does give you the benefit of you can use 1 fast lane per season pass. So if you can know, fast lanes now are all virtual, and I think they're across all the Six Flags parks. And now that they are, so now to get redeem your single-use fast lane for Prestige or to buy one, you're gonna have to go onto a website. This is gonna be the website. Once you get on that website, if you have a season pass, you're gonna have to click add my fast lane. You're gonna put it there. You're gonna put the ones you want, and then you're gonna say, okay, this is the ride I want. Because if you're doing it on the app, but if you do it by QR code, it should automatically know which ride you are near. But yeah, it honestly kind of took a while. Probably took 5 minutes, and then they'll give you a time. You can add it to your Apple Wallet. I don't believe you can add it to other wallets, or you can keep the website open. And once your time goes up, you have 2 hours to use that code. And I personally don't like this system because it almost kind of reminds me the same way Disney used it for their fast lane, but this is a little more confusing because it is the first day anyone's using it, so everyone's just huddling up there, and no one really knows, and so people are going. So you can no longer just scan your pass. You're going to need to go onto the website, and you're gonna have to be able to do that, or scan the QR code near the ride to use your Prestige benefits or to buy fast lane. Talk about Carowinds' operation right now because they're being a little strange. So it's not the operations themselves that are issue. I think it's the way they're managing the lines right now. So Copperhead right now, as you can see right now, is pretty full, and it looks like a huge crowd. The thing is though, they're not using any switchbacks, and without using any switchback, it makes just the line spill out of the entrance and just looks like a huge line. When it's not. I would say it's like a 45-minute line, but they're not using a single switchback. So that's one issue. And also an issue is once you get up, it's just chaos because no one is telling you the seats. So it's just fast lane people are just getting in, but then standby people have to also push their way in so they can actually get in. It's a mess right now. So Carowinds, you kind of need to fix this, especially today. I know it is an opening day, so maybe today is a lot of people's first day, but I think there needs to be a bit of change if we want to make this the most efficient possible. Get everyone in a seat and make sure every seat is taken. Quick new thing, you may have realized that before over there you could get turkey legs, and now they've moved over here. They still don't look permanent, honestly, so I still don't know. I don't know how much they sell, but still here. So if you want your turkey legs, they're over here now. So behind these gates is the new for 2027 water ride, because if you remember, back in late 2024 when Kingda Ka closed and basically Great Adventure became really bad because of all the closing, they decided to announce also that all the new attractions that are coming to various Six Flags parks. And Carowinds was supposed to get a water ride in 2026. Of course that didn't happen. They started getting ready the land for preparation and they stopped, but you can definitely see all of the trees are cleared. Land is cleared. And actually, while we've been in the park, they actually posted, they're saying, hashtag what's in the woods. pretty similar to what's in the shed from Mrs. Timbers. But we're all assuming it's probably going to be the Super Flume from Zamperla. Hopefully this does open by 2027 because we were told it was supposed to open this year and it didn't. Hopefully it opens by 2027 so we finally get our new water ride attraction, because it seems like Charlie Brown River Raft Blast was a hit. So I want to see them create a larger water ride here. Fury is still running great. It's still running fast. I think it's running a little bit even better than last year. But I was in the back row and it's pretty warm. It's 72, but it feels more like 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a nice day. It's definitely running really good. And it's going through, like, especially those last hills, it's fly through them. That's giving me ejector. But we didn't talk about, I think Carowinds forgot crowd management. So the whole point of this new fast lane system is that, like, okay, so now people don't have to wait. So I think about back in Repterra opening day where it was like an hour line just with fast lane even. Oh, okay, well now you can just use it and it'll give you like, oh, come back in like 20 minutes and then it will be no one. The thing is though, they're just putting everyone like in 15 seconds, go. And once you go in, it's a long line of people using fast lanes. So I think there's a better way to do this, because the whole point of the system is that it makes sure that there is like no one's waiting for too long. So I think like maybe you could have given us come back in 20 minutes, okay? But instead it's like go right now. So it does give you 2 hours, but personally I'm not a fan of this system. So we're here at the end of Carowinds opening day, 2026. So there has been a few good changes. Like there's definitely, I can tell, a little more scenery at the park. We are getting renovations at the new Emporium, and as well, supposedly we are getting a 2027 attraction, which was supposed to be coming this year. Now, I think today was a pretty busy day. Most things were an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. But Carowinds has been, I think, couldn't really handle the crowd, because the issue they've been having, I think, is operation. I think about over at Copperhead Strike, they have, once you get up to the station, no one is telling rows, so Standby and Fast Lane are both fighting on trying to get seats. Some of the strikers running 3 trains, but they take a train probably 2 to 3 minutes just to dispatch. So now you have your 3 trains that just aren't being used. And then you have the issue with Fast Lane. Now that Fast Lane is all virtual, the whole point is that, okay, well, this is going to take off time, because if you see a Fast Lane line is like long, well, then we'll just tell them come back in 20 minutes and it'll be shorter. The thing is that website, because it's a website, you have to go to a website and it's just telling you like automatically like go. So yeah, you do have 2 hours, but it's always longest Fast Lane line. And if you have a prestige pass and trying to get those benefits, you're gonna have to go to this website, because it's not linked to the app for some reason. I hope they change that. You have to go in there, you have to go add a fast lane, you have to put your entire number. So unless you have a second phone number, you need to memorize your whole pass number, which is kind of obnoxious. So that's really unfortunate. I know it's the first day, so maybe things will get better, but those have been the issues I've been having at Carowinds this year, but hopefully they change throughout the year. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and keep chilling with the Coaster Dude.